Hi everyone, this is Becca Witch and I'm one of your Saturdays. My topic today is little changes that make a big difference. Now, everything that I'm going to tell you about today is something that I have tried. Um, I won't tell you anything that I have not tried because honestly, I don't know if they work. But I know that these have worked because since the 1st of September, I have been down a total of 8.2 pounds. So, yay me! Um, and those that have watched my channel that has saw that I lost 5.2 earlier in the week, yes, I have gone down. I have put a new battery in my scale. I weighed myself several times today, and yes, I am down 8.2. Woohoo! I'm excited about that. Okay, so on with the little changes that I have made. Now, most of you guys have known that I'm eliminating soft drinks. I mentioned it in last week's video as one of my goals. And cutting out the soft drinks is cutting out so much sugar. It is so simple to do, and it's made a tremendous amount of difference in my life. That was my first actual change that I made. And seeing the weight come off was because of the soft drinks, really. Everything else that I've done, I just started this week, and it's going to make a huge difference, I know. But soft drinks was the main one. The other thing, I switched from regular milk to soy milk. Two reasons for that. One, I have eczema. I have eczema on my hands, and I have eczema on my wrist. You can kind of see it. It's actually looking a lot better than what it has, and I'm hoping that the reason behind it is because I'm not drinking dairy products. Dairy products causes outbursts with eczema, so that's probably one of the reasons why I was having such a hard time with this before. So switching to soy milk is, a big step that way. It's also healthier for you to switch to soy, or if you don't want to switch to soy milk, which is perfectly fine. If you drink whole milk, switch to 2%. 2% down to 1%, 1% down to skim milk. Whatever you drink at the time, go down a step. Less calories and less fat, and it's, in the long end, it's really not that big of a deal to switch from a 2% to a 1%. I personally don't see a taste difference in it. Some might, but I think, okay, and now I don't want to sound like I know it all or anything, but sometimes I think it's just all in our heads that there's a taste difference, honestly. Another thing that I've switched is going from a regular salad mix, which is the iceberg lettuce, the red cabbage, and the carrots, to a greener, healthier salad mix. The greener the vegetable is, the more nutrients and the more vitamins that are in it. So you can pick up any other salad mix, and it will be better for you. Baby spinach, adding that into your like iceberg lettuce, it would make such a big difference because you're getting more nutrients and more vitamins, and that's one of the reasons why you want to get healthier. You want more of those nutrients so you can be healthier. And also switching from a creamy dressing to a vinaigrette or a different salad dressing altogether, really. I switched from ranch, which I might as well just be drinking a bottle of ranch dressing, as much ranch that I put on everything. But instead I'm using a raspberry vinaigrette dressing. Really, really good. I still miss my ranch dressing, but in the long run, it will be better for me. And don't think just going to a light dressing or a fat-free dressing is the best for you. It's not. Guys, if you look on the label, before you even buy anything, look at the labels. compare labels, and if it's going to take you 5 minutes in that area, take 5 minutes to find the best dressing for you. There are so many hidden calories, hidden sugars in dressings. It's ridiculous. But I went to a vinaigrette dressing. Eventually, I would like to make my own dressings. I think that'll probably be better for me. But for now, it's one of the Newman's vinaigrette dressings. I can't even remember what it's called now. But it is really, really good. Another thing that I've switched to is, instead of having canned soup, making my own soup. Now, I made that pumpkin soup that Charming Pixie Flora made. Really, really yummy, guys. Oh, so good. But I needed vegetable broth for it. So I went to check them all out, and I looked at the back of, compared between the chicken broth in the can and the chicken broth in the box. The sodium difference is quite a bit. The sodium that's in canned soups anyhow is sky high. Making your own soups is going to be 10 times better for you. You want chicken noodle soup when you're sick? Make your own. And if you don't want to do it that day, like when you're sick, make some up in advance and freeze it. Excuse me. Making your own soups, making your own chicken stock, your chicken broth, whatever, would be better for you anyhow. Cut out the sodium. Sodium, it's just going to make you retain water weight. That's something I don't want. You're supposed to watch your sodium intake anyhow, so why not just cut it out right there at the soups? The last thing that I want to talk to you about is hamburger. We all know, like here in the United States at least, I'm not sure about anywhere else, you can get like an 80% ground beef, an 85%, a 93%, I believe, and then there's ground chuck. The higher number it is, the less fat content. Now, don't quote me on this, I have not researched this at all. I think ground chuck has more fat than an 80% ground beef would. It seems to, when I, brown it up, it seems like it has more fat content. If you're used to an 80%, go up to an 85 or a 93%. Making that little step, it's cutting out part of the fat. If you don't want to do that, boil the meat. Boiling the meat reduces the fat on it anyhow. Or drain it. Rinse it with hot water after you've browned the meat. Like, say you're making tacos. Well, yeah, I guess you could with tacos. Before adding all the seasonings and whatnot to it, rinse the meat off first. It'll eliminate the fat. Fat is where you want to eliminate stuff. Fat and sugars, that's where I'm eliminating. So I decided to go to ground turkey. Ground turkey, you do not taste a difference. You're going to be adding seasonings to it anyhow, adding other ingredients. Like I made this meal this week. It had couscous, tomatoes, the ground turkey, and seasonings. I could not taste a difference in this between regular ground beef and ground turkey. So those are just my small little things that I've made, small changes that have made a huge difference in my life. Cutting the calories, cutting the sugar, cutting the fat, and still eating what you're used to eating. You just change things up just a little bit. And so yeah, try those things this week. Let me know if you have any other ideas on what you can switch. If you can go from something that's can be okay to something that's better. So yeah, let me know. Video response, send comments, anything. I would love to hear some video responses, you guys. Tell me something that you have done to make a change in your diet. So until next time, everybody have a great week and blessed be.